Stage 7. Gary White was homing in victory, setting fastest on the stage by a clear 5 seconds through the 2-mile test, stretching the rally lead to 11 seconds. Second place became more of a conclusion for Norman and Lisa Armstrong. Their Mark II was under some pressure, but had 11 seconds to spare. Norman Moore was closing from third, but with a time conceded earlier in the event, it was difficult to catch the Mark II. The defences were breached in Stage 7. Mark Doyle would concede third to Norman Moore, now 3 seconds back in fourth. But not a million miles away was Lionel McNeice. Also in recovery, the Mark II would go into the final stage of the event with a 2-second gap. We kick off our countdown with George Jennings, who takes the Class 1A honours at the finish in the Mini Cooper S. Ronan McCauley and Sean McCollum would pick up the pace in the closing stages to finish 20th overall and second in Class 1B. Conor McMill would entertain the spectators through the 8 stages on his way to finishing 19th overall. Taking advantage of the time lost by Conor, Alan Sims would pounce in Stage 8 to nip in ahead to finish 18th overall by 1 second. Echoing Alan in Stage 7, Jim Feenan would do enough to stay in front and end the day 17th. John Devlin will push in the final test to move up the order, claiming 16th overall and wins Class 2. Conceding a second to the Sunbeam in the final stage, Donald Connolly and Danny McLaughlin stay in front of John to claim 15th overall. Brian Black led here last year, narrowly missing out on a win, but not in that position this year. He and Ian Crozier win Class 1B and finish 14th. Brian would come strong in the final test, but Pat Looney and Albert Kelly fend off the challenge to secure 13th overall. Vivian and Paul Hamill would fight to close the gap, and James Wiley in the final stage, tying in Stage 7, but hitting a gate post, they break a wheel and are forced to retire. James Wiley was equal with Vivian after 7 stages, but with his retirement would move up to take 12th. John McCabe and PJ Lynch came under increasing pressure in the closing stages and despite losing time would finish 11th. Equaling James Wiley in the final stage, Glenn Wilson and Philip Gillespie round off the top 10 and take second in Class 3. Brian Armstrong would close in the 106 and upping the pace further moves ahead on the final stage to secure 9th. Andy Hawthorne and Martin Duffy also step up the pace. Their Astra would come close to taking 7th but concede in the final stage, taking 8th. Close on Andy, Michael Black and Johnny Crozier come level in Stage 7 and taking time in the final stage finish 7th by 1 second. Still chasing after the time lost in Stage 6, Glenn Allen and Paul Coey would up the ante on the final stage of the event, but wouldn't be able to claw back enough time and must settle for 6th overall at the finish. Lionel McNeice would concede 2 seconds to Glenn, but stays in front by 1 second to claim 5th overall and wins Class 4. With their 3rd place gone, Mark Doyle and Graham McNeil would fight to get it back. They run out of stages and end the event 4th overall and win Class 3. Norman Moore and Caroline Donnelly completed a remarkable comeback in the second half to finish 3rd overall. Norman Armstrong will continue to come under pressure from Norman Moore in the final stage, but with sufficient advantage to see them through, he and Lisa keep steady to secure 2nd place. But the day would belong to Gary White. Taking the rally lead in Stage 2, the Shell Helix car would not relinquish it for the remaining 7 stages, setting fastest times in each of the final 4 to take victory in the Kilbroney Stages Rally by 15 seconds at the finish.
Early in the day, Morris Gass, he was giving me a real hard time. I'd like him to be there right to the death so we could have a real good battle. It would have been good for television as well, but unfortunately he had some sort of problem, as I said earlier, and it was left to me to do the business, and thank God I did.
We had a good run, good steady run every time, and kept away from the bars. I suppose there's a lot to do with it too. You know, I enjoyed it in the wee yard here. Great.
What was she like on the notes? Was she calling notes, or what was it like?
She was calling notes, yes. It was just once she went off notes a bit for maybe a couple of 100 yards and back on again, but she's done very well.
Yes, old age and experience, you see. I'm not as wild maybe as some of the younger ones, but I've enjoyed the day's rallying. There was great grip in there today, and a really good day's fun. Well organised, ran well, and thoroughly enjoyed it, so yeah.
Gary White ends the rally on top from Norman Armstrong. Norman Moore is third, Mark Doyle fourth, and Lyle McNeice rounds off the top five. RallyMax.tv returns just over a month's time for the Buy and Sell Easter Stages Rally, first showing 17th of May here on Sky Sports.